Here we go at the lovely studios of WSAN Radio, located at 502 Montana on the corner of Hackberry. We are in this black museum here. It's called the William Historical National Museum. We do a lot of our interviews and guest appearance right here in this spot where I'm sitting at. If you want to see more of our guests and see our past interviews, go to our YouTube channel. That's WSAN Radio SA. And once you go to that channel, you be going down rabbit holes. You want to see what did he say here, what happened there. So we're here for you. This is your platform, San Antonio. So come on board, come on down, and join the train ride, and come listen to WSAN Radio, San Antonio, Texas, downtown East. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I got things so mixed up today.
No worries.
Because I had to run home and I left a flash drive. And I was on my way back. Before I was on my way back, your mother-in-law called and said, you know he's in town. I said, oh, yeah.
Sure, right?
Because I sent you a Zoom link, and because I'll explain to you how I do things, and I switch things around. More I put down who's live in the studio, who's on Zoom, and I never took that off your name right there. So, but anyway,
no worries.
We're here. You know, when Jermaine's first told me about you, is that he does record. He has a song out right now. I said, okay, no problem. So, I think I got caught up doing something. I think you reached out to me before I could reach out to you, and we talked. And then I said, okay, so you send me your song.
Yeah.
So I turned around and I listened to it. Piqued the curiosity. So I listened to it again and again. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna play this. This is gonna be part of our. I'm putting it in our slot, in our rotation and everything. And then I played it that one time. I think I had messaged you saying I was gonna play it. So I played it that day, and people came back to me and said, can you play that song again? So I played it again, and they said, he sounds a little bit like John Legend. I said, well, I don't know, but I guess we just premiered his song right here on WSAN Radio.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely did.
So has it been aired anywhere else?
No, I'm working on that. This is my first time ever releasing anything. I mean, I've sang my whole life. My family, if you didn't sing or play an instrument in my family, like you were an outcast. So that was, that was a part of my life.
Yeah.
I've been blessed to have some good friends in the music industry. So I've always been able to go into the studio and just play around and create music. The gentleman that produced this song, he's got a Grammy, Zamar Israel. He's produced songs for Trey Songz, Chris Brown, and a lot of current artists. He did me a favor because I couldn't afford him on the level that they could. But this is the first time I've ever released any one of them, and it was for a unique reason. I married my high school sweetheart, and she wanted me to sing her down the aisle, and so I wrote this song with that inspiration in mind, and wanted something that was just unique for us. And then the thought was, well, why not release this one and just just to see what happens, and we have that unique thing, that's just for us, and so that's why I'm here today.
So when writing that song, because I talk to a lot of singers who they say sometimes they can write a song in 15 minutes. Some say it takes days, sometimes months. They start writing it, then don't know what to say. They put it in the folder somewhere and shelf it somewhere, and then it'll come back to them again. Oh yeah, I got that somewhere on there, and they go back and finish it. And then some will tell me that they could get on the instrument and play the music first to go with it, and then do the song. Yeah. So which one are you?
I'm a little bit of both. I'm more so once I hear a melody, then I can go with the melody and sing the song. But sometimes I will get a line or two in my head, and I build on that, over time. There's ideas that I've been thinking about for years that's kind of like just still floating out there and wait for the right time to do it. But actually in the studio, I usually don't write anything. I sing it on the spot. And we just work until we
freelance.
Yeah. That's that's my better creative process. It's not the most efficient all the time, but that's my better process. Now this one though, I did take my time and write this one.
Okay.
So, yeah, this one was a little different.
So when you wrote it, then you put it to music. So now there's studio time. So how many takes did you take in the studio?
I did 3 studio sessions to complete it. Just to save money. We were really smart about, he and I would get together and I would just sing it and we worked through the idea and what we wanted to accomplish with it. So when we got in the studio, he had already built the music a little bit around it. So it was just a little tweaking and whatnot. But essentially we did 3 sessions, probably maybe 8 or 9 takes in those sessions to get it right.
And you got it right on, and then came to mastering it, tweaking it up and all that. How long was that process? Were you a part of that process
I know nothing about that process. So yeah, I was just told when it was time to do it, and he probably took maybe 2 weeks to. I don't know if that's all that time. It really took him that time, or if he had other things going on. But that was about a 2-week process, and then had the master back, and then we had to create a performance track. Because I was singing it to her live. And my hope is that people will want the performance track, to be able to sing in other weddings. That's really my goal with it. But,
wow. So with you putting it all together, so basically you, I would say, took a leap of faith and trusted that the guy will have all that ready for you.
Oh yeah. And like I said, I'm blessed. I mean, he's a well-accomplished producer, and I've known him since he was actually 14. He actually was in a group. He and his brother, they're Kirk Franklin's godsons, and he kind of adopted them. They're really talented guys. Both of them are producers, but they had a group. I used to own a sports and entertainment marketing company, so they were a group that actually managed, and of course he blew up and did his own thing later.
Man,
so,
you ain't
so I've
kidding.
known him for a while. So it wasn't hard to trust him.
Oh, okay. Well, in this world, with things that you got to have that trust, faith, and loyalty. That all goes together. And then the other thing is chemistry.
That's a major point, if not the major.
Yes. Is the chemistry got to mix? Like you got to almost know what each other are thinking, or you could be talking, you say something, and I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, I'd be in the booth and I'd hear something, and before I could stop him and tell him, hey, I want to run that back and do this, he would stop it and he would say, you thinking what I'm thinking? And I'd be like, yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's a huge part.
And that's rare to that chemistry to come together. And sometimes chemistry to come together with some people that you never knew before. And the chemistry is just there. Like I look at my show when people come on. I go out looking for people. Sometimes they find me, and I talk to them on the phone for a while. Just to see see what's there. And the chemistry is there. I said, okay. I said, everything sounds good. So I started looking at my calendar and telling them, so these are slots I have open and all that. Oh, sure. Are you sure? I say, I'm positive. Are you positive you want me on the radio? Yeah, I'm positive. But I'm going to tell you one thing. It's not just radio. What you mean? It's video too. It's live. Because radio have changed. And it's still evolving. As we speak right now, something new. AI is in the picture now. And AI is scaring the crap out of some people.
It's interesting. AI is. I have some interest in some other businesses. I'm a shareholder in a software company, a startup software company in Dallas, and AI is used on so many levels. It's a tool. I get in the entertainment industry why it's scary, because you can replicate voices and faces. On that part, I agree. On a larger scale, it's just a tool. I mean, it can help you do a lot of things more efficiently, a lot quicker, but you still have to have the human to come in and fine tune it and make sure that it fits and that it works.
Now, I turned around. I do photography, freelance. I don't broadcast it, and I just somebody say, hey, can you do some headshots? I mean, can you do this? Can you do this? So when I take pictures, then I use AI. There's a program called AI, and what I do is I turn around, I tweak the picture up to where I want it in my other software. Then I move over to AI.
Yeah.
And I let them fix all the, when you blow it up, you know how grainy it gets?
Yeah.
AI fixes all that for it, cleans it all. I
Yeah.
can blow it up. It can sit on that wall right there and look clear as a bell.
It's an excellent tool. I mean, it's almost like the microwave coming into the food industry.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it was scary at first, you know, well, is everything gonna be made in there? The quality's not. It was a tool. It never took the place of a chef. It never took the place of an oven. And you know, and to your point, you know, you have to get an image to where you want it first, and then you use AI as a tool to clean it up. So I think it's a matter of it just integrating into everything, and people starting to realize that, you know, we can't pass God's knowledge or wisdom because He created us.
Right.
AI's capacity is only as much as we allow it to be.
You know, somebody said that, exactly what you said. It's what we put into it that makes it. So what's scaring the movie industry and TV series is it could be old TV series back in the days that nobody's getting no royalties on, and AI could come in and reproduce that, and all of a sudden you got a hit on your hands.
Yeah.
And nobody's making any money out of it except for the person who did it. I see that point right there. That's scary.
It is, but it's also, even when you go back to the transition of music from strictly CD sales to downloads and streams, there was a transition in there where it was scary because people were getting music for free, and artists were missing a lot of money. But as you see, it was figured out.
Yeah.
And now every stream, every download is tracked. You know, so it's, you know, I think it's just a transition. And the fear is natural.
Yeah, like with me with radio right here, I made sure that I got the proper licenses.
Yeah.
So when I play the song, they won't come back and get me.
Exactly.
So that's in with that. A lot of people don't realize that you have to pay that license.
Yeah, it's
on
important.
there.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, a friend of mine is in Japan right now. So he sent me a screenshot. Japan. They can't listen to my station in Japan because they got different music rights over there than here.
It's blocked.
So I cover mostly Europe, Canada, you know, Australia and all that, but certain countries. Hey, it was funny one time. They told me your station cannot be playing in Russia. I said, really? Even Russia banned me?
Right.
Really? But I understand it on that point right there because nobody knows the time, blood, sweat, and tears you put in putting the song together. Because somebody just come take it.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's your baby. It's your creation. It's your work. You know, it'd be like somebody just stealing your paycheck at the end of the day, you know, from your job. And that part is frustrating.
Yeah, and then they're getting their 10% before the good Lord get their 10%.
Right.
You know, are they even paying that 10% on it? That's a whole new ball game right there.
Exactly.
So what are your plans for the future in music writing and singing?
So I've had a number of close friends, including the gentleman that produced this song, tell me, you know, over time that I should probably take it seriously. But it's always just been a joy for me. It's never been a point of making money or getting attention. I mean, I'm fine with singing in the bathroom, in the shower, and I'm great with it. I don't need to sing in front of anybody. I enjoy it, but yeah, I am taking that leap to push my music forward and offer it to people to enjoy, though. You know, I don't have any specific aspirations financially or anything like that with my music. You know, should that happen, that's awesome. But if it doesn't, that doesn't slow me down in my creative process. I just enjoy doing it. So I've got 4 more songs that I wrote, all of them to my now current wife. But I was just writing them to her because that's what inspires me right now.
Right.
So, and I enjoy that. So I am gonna release those songs probably in a few months. And
well, let me know when you do it.
I will. Absolutely.
Yeah, let me know.
You'll be the first one.
You let me know.
You will definitely be the first one. You'll always be the first one. The first one that played anything. So you're the first right of refusal.
Well, getting back what you said about your songs and about how you did it, you're not doing it for money. It's just something that you like doing. And all I could say, that's God's gift. You're very humble on saying, I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because I love doing it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no motive to you doing it. It's just, you just want to do it. And like I tell everybody, the things you like doing, a lot of them are hobbies.
Yeah.
You know, they get hobbies. And I talk to a lot of people. I said, have you ever thought about making that a bill? Oh no, it's just a hobby.
Yeah.
But you do it for people sometimes, and you charge. I just charge a little just to do it. I said, think about that. You have a business right here that you don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
I mean, you know about it, but you can make it a business.
Yeah.
And I think part of the time people are scared to take that leap of faith.
Yeah, I think sometimes too, I'm just gonna speak for myself. Some of the fear is that you may lose your joy of doing it in the process. That's been part of my fear because I love music so much. Like I have songs going through my head all day, and I'm singing with every song that comes on the radio to the point I know my wife gets tired of it sometimes. And then I'm ad-libbing and add my own parts in. I love it.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you wonder, well, if I take this too serious, do I lose that joy in it? Does it just become work to me? You know? And so I think sometimes that's what that challenge is when you really love something, is it going to be tainted? You know, and that doesn't have to be the case, but I think it's a real fear. I finally got past it because for me it just became a why not. You know, when my wife asked me about it, I was like, you know, you're right. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, I'm making it anyway. Why not? You know, maybe somebody else can use it in their way. Maybe they'll enjoy it.
Right.
You know.
Well, there's nothing that comes to that is on failure. People are scared of failure.
Yeah.
If they look at it this way, failure is your next stepping stone.
Yeah.
You learn from your experience. I have a saying that when I was in college, years wandering is years gathering experience.
Yeah.
And all experience is not good.
Yeah.
You know, but the ones that's not good, you take that, you learn off that and put that to the shelf and build from that. So fear is the other part of it.
Yeah.
What if I become successful? How am I gonna handle that?
Yeah.
I'm not used to all this. All of a sudden, I'm in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And you know, it's right there and say, where did this come from?
Yeah.
And then you ask yourself, I really didn't want this.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many artists out there right now saying, I really didn't want this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it has to do with your experience, you know, with your why. And sometimes it's hard to hold on to your why in something. You know, even in business that's difficult. At times you enter something because, you know, whatever reason, but you get caught up in the challenges of executing and completing it. And, you know, you're asking yourself, well, you know, what is my motivation to finish this and complete this? But to your point of not being afraid to jump out and do things and not being afraid to fail. I'm a former athlete. I played ball here in San Antonio, 95 state champs of Roosevelt.
See, you got that plug in there. The Rough Riders.
There you go, Rough Rider Nation. Then I played at SMU and then tried out for a bunch of NFL teams, didn't make it. But I do motivational speaking. I speak to high schools, college athletic teams, a few pro teams. And I also, on Instagram, at Inspiration by Ace, I do motivational talks. But one of them I was talking about the value of losing and winning. The value is equal. And that's a hard thing to grasp in life. To your point a minute ago, losing is no less valuable than winning. It's all about what you do with the experience.
Yeah.
If you win and you think you're always going to win and that what you did now is good enough for the next win, that's not a good place to be because you don't know what it's going to take to win the next thing. If you win and you appreciate that win, but you work harder in preparation, realizing that the next win may be harder, okay, you learn something.
Yeah.
If you lose and you feel like I'm never going to win, you're never going to win.
Yeah.
But if you lose and you realize, okay, I got to work on this, this, and this, then you're headed to your next victory. I mean, the Wright brothers had a very hard time figuring out how to fly.
It sure did.
You know, they risked their lives. But the failures is what got them to the success. And we forget that so many times. You have to fail.
You have to learn.
It's required.
Yeah, when I was coaching Little League, my son was a gifted baseball player. Oh, he could have been, but he didn't want to do it. But I remember one time we lost, and they were all torn up about it. And I remember the speech I told him. I said, "Look here, we can learn from this right here." And I told him, in order to be a good winner, you have to be a good loser.
Yeah.
That's why I told him. They said,
Yeah.
Coach, that doesn't make any sense. I said, when you lose, you learn from losing. You're a good loser.
Yeah.
You don't have you go shake the other team hand because they beat you.
Yeah.
You know, they beat you.
That's
So
called humility. And,
you got to
learning how to
figure out,
accept.
you got to figure out how you're going to beat them next time around.
Yeah.
Well, the next time around came and we didn't beat them, we stomped them. And so I was telling them, you have to be a good loser in order to be a great winner. And it goes like that right now because we have to learn off all our failures.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't, we just sit back, oh, woe is me all the time. Nobody wants that woe is me person.
It's painful. It hurts, you know, but that's profound what you said. I mean, you're right.
You know, so I look at it like that. You know, I'm the type of person, I look at things just like a friend of mine was saying one time that their brother is this is that. They all team up on him and they talk about him. I said, well, have you asked yourself this question? What does he think about y'all?
Yeah.
You know, I thought, did you ask him what he think about y'all?
Yeah.
Did you ask him? Ask him one time, what does he think? You'd be surprised what he's going to say.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, you got to look at it both ways. And sometimes it's hard to look at it like that.
There is an idea that I had to adopt a while back, just called accepting all truth. And the more you think about that in any circumstance, it's challenging. It makes you challenge yourself in everything. It doesn't matter what category, you know, you throw any subject out. And when you think you have a set opinion on it, but you're willing to accept all truth, it's real interesting what your opinion starts to do.
It does.
And I mean, just anything. I mean, when you're talking about something racial, you're talking about anything, you know, you look at it one way and say, yeah, you know what, that isn't right. I don't like that. But I can understand why that person would think that. And it just starts to your point, you know, have you asked them?
Right.
You know, how much have you really thought about it? You know,
a movie just came to mind, what you said. Who was in it? I can't think of, but I remember that his daughter was raped. It was in the South. And by some white men, and I want to call Lincoln something.
Or either was it To Kill a Mockingbird? Mockingbird Sings. Was it
Samuel? Yeah, he was in there.
About.
And then the judge was McConaughey was a judge, and I remember his closing arguments was, "Close your eyes."
Yep.
Close your eyes
and imagine
that's your daughter.
Yep.
That was powerful right there. Just those. It didn't take a whole paragraph. It took just close your eyes.
Yeah.
He broke it down so easy right there. Yeah. And I wish right now, the way the climate is right now in the United States, close your eyes. Yeah. Imagine if that was you.
Yep.
They were after. Imagine that was you. The way the politics has gotten so out of control now. Yeah. I don't even call it politics. I call it free for all.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, you know, things like that we got to open up to. And which gonna bring me this other question. When you write, when songs come to your mind, do you look at the climate that it is today? What's going on today? Because in the 60s, when Motown first came out, they was writing about the struggles they were going through. And I remember talking to this one guy at a radio station I was working at in good old Lockhart, Texas. He said, the Motown is such a sad time. How I said, because we dealt with that. It was a sad time. Yeah. They wrote what they were feeling.
Yeah.
And everything. He didn't understand that. And one of them is they don't understand it because they fail to sit down and understand our culture.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's what they want us to understand, their culture.
Yeah.
But they don't want to understand our culture.
Yeah, because you have to empathize to do that. And empathy takes, you have to be intentional about it. And that's the hard part because we're such a selfish world.
Yeah, you said it.
Empathy requires humility. So that's a challenge.
It is. You said it right. Empathy. That's what we're just thrown out the window. Nobody cares. And so what? Whoopie poo. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get over it.
I have to put me second to empathize, and that's just
like the guy said. Slavery was an honor. Huh? What? I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
You know, some of the stupid, I said the word stupid stuff is coming out people's mouth, doesn't make any sense. And you know, I truly do believe America will wake up in 2024
Hmm.
and realize what's been going on.
I hope so.
I realize that a lot of stuff gonna come to the surface,
Hmm.
and it's gonna be enough people, not blacks, it's gonna be whites, Hispanic,
Hmm.
Asians. Everybody gonna come and say, "Now what? No, what are we going? We're going down the wrong path."
Yeah.
So I do truly believe in my heart that things are going to change in 2024.
Well, I wouldn't believe that with you.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I have number of faith to see that we know better.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
We know better.
We
Even
do.
though you don't want to go against the ones in public, but
Yeah.
behind the doors, you say, I can't tolerate this anymore.
And that's the challenge, as Dr. King, said it, it's sometimes the greater tragedy is or the greater crime is to see an injustice and not do anything about it. And
Yes.
it's true because we're contributing to it, not even intentionally or realizing it. And we want to take a passive position, but there's no true passive position in life. When you're passive, all you're saying is, I'm allowing this to pass by me.
Yeah. When you could do something.
Well, you just did something. You didn't realize it. You allowed it to happen.
Right. How's the greatest things in the world done? By one person saying something.
Yeah.
Then other people say they're right. They're right. And it snowballs.
Yeah.
If you don't say anything, how is something going to get fixed if you don't say anything?
Exactly.
Even though we're beating the bush and saying anything over and over and over.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line, it's got to get some traction somewhere.
Yeah.
But we got to keep on repeating saying everything. Like, was my grandma or my mom said, when somebody get mad at you and they really get mad at you, the truth hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
The truth hurts.
Yeah.
It cuts deep and they don't want to hear the truth.
Yep.
Was that one movie said you can't handle the truth?
Yeah, most of us can't.
But you have to listen to the truth that somebody is saying.
Yeah.
And you have to break it down yourself.
Yeah.
Am I like this?
Yeah.
This is really me. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Tape yourself.
Yeah.
Just tape yourself. Just cut the recorder on, go through the whole day, and then play it back and see yourself who you really are.
I think a makeup artist understands the truth probably better than anybody. When you get in front of one of those super close mirrors with the perfect lighting, you can see every blemish, you can see your pores in your face, you can see all of that. That's the truth. That's the truth of who you are. That's the truth of how you look. And the end result is this beautiful made up face that they come up with. But the only way they got there is they had to strip everything down and they had to face the truth. And I think that's what we forget is facing the truth is the beginning of creating that thing that's beautiful. But we don't want to face it because we don't want to look at how ugly things are. But you got to see the ugly to create the beautiful.
Yeah. It's just like it was in this song. Oh, I can't remember the song. I remember this one line in it. Couple are in bed. He wakes up in the morning. He stares at her. She opened her eyes and said, "What are you looking at?" "The beauty I see in the morning, I see in you every morning." Just the beauty. Wasn't talking about no makeup on, just
exactly.
And basically he was saying, "You're beautiful."
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Yes.
And when you get to that point without the makeup on, I understand people put on makeup.
Yeah.
I understand all that. You want to look beautiful.
Yeah. But you want to see the truth. Too.
Yeah. Temptations, beauty only skin deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You look at that, but the beauty is there no matter what.
Yeah.
And I know we got off the track of your record and stuff, but
it's all related.
It's just things like this go on, and people don't realize that when you first fall in love with somebody, it's not instant. It's gradually. It's gradually you fall in love with that person, just like falling out of love. It's gradually.
Yeah.
So how did you get from here to here?
Yeah.
It's called, to me, taking advantage.
Yeah.
Neglecting.
Yeah.
Not respectful.
Yeah.
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yep.
That's what happens. You get so complacent. Oh, well, he loved me. She loved me. I don't have to say it all the time.
Yeah.
And then you get into that, well, won't they really care? You don't see that caring anymore. So all of a sudden, you start fading away and it fades away. Then you're at this point saying, I want a divorce.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, you're there and you don't know how you got there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. But yeah, I mean, love is, and these are things I do enjoy writing about. It's a challenge, you know, obviously every day. And it's a conscious decision that understanding two things, you know, something you said earlier, you know, did you ask them what they think about you?
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're all going to have things that my dad used to tell me, it's about being with somebody whose problems you can't deal with, because everybody has problems. Everybody's got something you don't like, and you got something they don't like.
Right.
You know, the question is, will you accept it? And then accepting that you buy all of it. You can't buy the cow and say, well, keep that leg. You know, it comes, it's the whole package, and it's about acceptance, and realizing that your job is not to change each other. I talked to this couple, this was some years ago. They've been married over 50 years, older couple. And I just asked, because they look lovey-dovey, and I'm like, well, okay, over 50 years of marriage, and you guys are this intimate, this close. Do you have any advice? And it was extremely simple. The lady said, I give him what he wants, he gives me what I want. And I just looked at him and I said, that's simple. And the gentleman said, well, he said, I can't change her. She's who she is. So whatever she likes, whatever she enjoys or doesn't like, I let her have that space.
Yeah.
And she lets me have that space. And we get to appreciate each other. But when we're focused on, I can't stand when he does that, now we're focused on, how do we change that? And you can't change somebody.
That's right.
So then you become resentful. It's just really about accepting. So my wife will tell you, I have these moments where I'll just grab her head and kiss her on the forehead. That's my signal to her, for you're driving me crazy right now, but you can't help it. But you can't help it. You know, and we laugh about it. You know, and for her joke is, you know, it was in her vows too, that she'd always make sure I'm not hungry, you know. And so when I'm doing something aggravating her, she'll say, are you hungry?
Oh,
let me just feed you, and I'm just gonna get on my way.
That's a good way.
But it's about acceptance. You know, that's what it really boils down to. It's like, look, you are who you are. I appreciate you for who you are. Everything that I don't like and that I do.
Have you remember we were out somewhere with some couples, we were all talking, and this one lady said, I can't stand the way he brushes his teeth. He always brushes his teeth, like he's always doing this, doing that. Everybody sitting around looking at her like nobody said anything. I said, can I ask you something? She said, yeah. Why are you in the bathroom with him brushing his teeth and you can't stand it? And she said, she looked at me and said, she didn't know what to say. So the subject changes something else. And I kept on looking. I said, you didn't answer me.
Yeah.
And she kept on changing the subject. She didn't answer me. Then he spoke. He said, yeah, why are you in the bathroom? I'm in there. This is what I do. This is my personal time.
Yeah.
You know, and she really didn't answer the question, but I think
you think you opened up something.
My girl time looked at me and said, you need to keep your philosophy to yourself. I said, why is that? She said, well, I really didn't like the way you brush your teeth. I said, what did I tell you when you told me that? I said, get out the bathroom.
There you go. We can fix some of these pretty easy.
We all get on each other's nerves.
Exactly.
We all know what's ticked the person off.
Yeah.
We know that. And we shouldn't do that.
Exactly.
We all love each other unconditionally, no matter what. It's some meals that my wife cooked. It's good.
Yeah.
It's some meal I said, oh baby, I really don't. And I tell her, I really don't like this.
Yeah.
You know, I tell her I really don't like. She'll tell me the same thing.
Yeah.
I said, baby, I really don't like how you prepare. I said, thank you. I won't do like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're bloody honest to each other.
Yep.
You know, and then she'll come in. This is the women. Hear me on this one. Never go to your man and ask him, do I look fat in this dress? He's gonna lie.
Trap.
He's gonna lie.
It's a trap.
He's gonna lie. Yeah, you look good in there, but deep down saying you need to take that dress off. You know, don't set your man up to give you news like that. You knew it when you came in there asking that question.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying, ladies, don't hate me, but I'm just saying, never ask your man a loaded question that you don't want to answer to.
Yeah, this is a trap. This is a trap. Yeah, this is a huge trap that we have not figured out how to overcome either.
And silence is not going to do any good because you repeat it 2 days later.
Yeah.
Say you never answered my question. This is what I say. There's no answer to that question. And I leave it at that. And they'll look at you. Wait, there's an answer to everything. Yeah, there's a solution to every problem, but I'm not willing to tackle this one right now.
Yeah, I have started leaning towards just the whole self-image at all for females. They deal with a lot of things that we don't have to deal with.
Right.
But I do often tell my wife if she asks me about how she looks in something or she feels like she needs to work out more. And my answer is always this. It's not about what I think. Are you happy with how you look?
Good answer.
If you're happy with how you look, then I'm happy with it because I'm in love with you, whatever that is, whatever size that is, whatever you're wearing, I'm in love with you. So the question is not, do I like it? The question is, do you like it? Because if you're happy with it, we're golden.
See, listen to this guy over here. All right, we're finished down there. I'm gonna get back to music.
Okay.
I know that R&B back in the days was written with thought.
Yes.
Things that they went through.
Yes.
Like what you're saying, your love and things that you went through, and they put it on paper and sing it. Then came hooks. A hook, if you had a hook to a song, I don't care what you sung in between there.
Yeah.
That hook took that song, and that's all you remember was that hook.
Yeah.
To me, that was music, but it wasn't music.
Gotcha.
It was a hook. Now, the music, the instrumental part, the instruments was great. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes we're getting hooked crazy.
Yeah.
You came up with a hook, that was it. You was
Yeah.
on your way to the top. Now, back in the days, you stayed number 1, 5, 6 months.
Yeah.
Not weeks. Now, you are hit on Thursday and it has been on Friday.
Yeah.
It's that quick.
Yeah.
It changed that quick. So I like traditional R&B. I was brought up with it along with jazz and gospel. So I look for R&B artists and there are some out here.
Oh yeah.
They're still out here doing their thing.
Yeah.
For instance, your song, for instance, reminded me in the mid-70s. It had that certain genre to it.
Okay.
And I liked it. And you were singing about something that made sense.
Yeah.
Something that you were going through or something, now that you told me you did it for your wife. And I said to myself, he sung that for somebody.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. I said, that's R&B.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, that's R&B. That's from the heart, from the gut, something that you really feel. And when that comes across, like, I remember one time my wife came in, I was listening to music, and I was sitting back like this. I had my eyes closed. And she said, are you asleep? I said, no, why are your eyes closed? I said, you don't understand. You don't understand. When you listen to music, and you see, I told somebody a long time ago, if you ever see me sitting back with my eyes closed at a concert or somebody's playing a song, I like that song.
Yeah.
Because I'm visualizing what's going on.
Yeah.
And how they came up with it.
Yeah.
So R&B is not dead. It just took a time out for a while.
Yeah. Well, and everything is business and money. That's another road, but R&B is not dead. There's so much talent and so many artists that are capable of producing amazing music. The challenge with amazing music is that it takes time and it costs more money. And in an industry that is set on volume rather than quality, it just doesn't fit. And it requires a few artists and some labels, some studios to make a decision and I applaud Tank. He's one of my favorite artists, but he decided this some years ago that he says it all the time and people think that he's kidding about it, but he's trying to hold R&B together.
Yeah.
And it's a commitment to still make good music. And it's hard to make good music super fast.
Yeah.
The two don't coincide. You can make catchy music fast.
Yeah.
You can make great melodies fast. But to make those timeless songs that just to this day, that we still sing, My Girl, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It takes a minute. And it takes experience, takes life experience. And with life experience, it's harder to go to the younger artists. You know, you need those artists that have been through something and have overcome some things and know some things, and now they have something to sing about. You know, I couldn't sing with the passion that I sing that song if I hadn't gone through over 20 years of not being with my high school sweetheart. So then the appreciation and the gratefulness of having that, it comes out in the music, and you have to have that. But no, R&B is not dead. It's challenged at the moment.
Yeah, when you said that, I thought of two artists that I know. Chicago Stepping. There's a community for Chicago Stepping music. There's one guy, that's my buddy, Chris Youngblood.
Okay.
He's got a song called "So in Love with You."
I don't know if I know that.
Yeah, everybody go to YouTube, Chris Youngblood, "So in Love with You." He didn't know that his song crossed over to the stepping community.
Oh, wow.
And they were stepping off that. So my girl, I'm going to give her a shout out, Diva, Coco. She got this thing she called a chocolate ball.
Okay.
So they got him there to sing the song.
Oh, wow.
And it's just, everybody's just blown away. So we started talking. So now me and him are best of friends. We call each other once in a while, and we sit down, smoke cigars together here in town. And
I'm a cigar smoker.
Well, all right. Hey, another one.
I knew there was something.
Yeah. Are you left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Okay, I'm left-handed. That's all right.
But that's okay. If we sit next to each other at a table and eat, that means it works great.
Yeah, okay. And then his song, I mean, people got to listen to that song, the lyrics in there, "So in Love with You." And then another one is LaToya London.
Okay.
Who was on, what's the show? I can't even think of it. One of them singing shows. I forget the name of it.
American Idol?
American Idol.
Okay.
She was on that one. I think she was on there with Fantasia.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
That was a good group.
Yeah, that was a good crew. Yeah. And so LaToya London had a song called "More."
Okay.
And that stepped over to the community on the stepping side of it.
Okay.
She didn't know that either. So they got a hold of her, and she came down to the other chocolate ball we did.
Okay.
And she sung that song.
Wow. Okay.
So LaToya London Moore is another one y'all need to listen to.
Yeah.
And so I interviewed her a couple of times, and I asked her, I said, "LaToya, where you come up with that song "More" from?" She said, "Ron, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was in love." She was in love, and she came up with that song. But if you hear that song and the way she sings it, it makes you feel like you live there. You live that. You know that a woman in your life is just like that.
Yeah.
And same thing with Chris Youngblood. When he did his song, if you listen to it, the lyrics, he is so in love with his wife.
Yeah.
And like with your song, "Me Too."
Yeah,
we do. I'm sorry, I would say "Me Too," but we do.
Me too.
Yeah. And you can hear those songs and you can see the same thing in there. You feel and you hear that love in there. Yeah, and to me, that's R&B.
I agree. I totally agree.
And stuff. So, but I tell you, I can't wait for your other songs to come out.
I'm excited about it too. I have to admit I am. Because again, I've never pushed any of it forward, so I'm excited about that.
And I'm gonna put you down as one of our local artists.
Okay.
Because what I'm gonna start doing in September, hopefully the 2nd or 3rd week of September, I'm gonna start PSAs at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So everybody knows. See, that's what's missing. What my radio station, I'm going back. If anybody listened to old school, how they did it back then, I'm having guests on all the time. Yeah. So people can see all that. Yeah. I'm also going to run PSA so everybody knows what's going on around the town.
That's good.
And then at noon, I'm going to play all the local artist songs.
I love that. That is so missing.
So that's what I'm going to start doing. So I got some local artists.
Yes.
I even go out to some of their concerts when they're out there, and I ask permission to record the show. Yeah. I record it, edit it, and I start playing the live version on my radio station. So I'm gonna start doing that to give them traction. Everybody say, "Who is this? Who is this?" And
and they just want a platform. They want to see, every artist wants to see people enjoy what they've created.
Exactly. So that's some of the things that I'm doing that I want to do. And right now I'm a one-man crew. It's just me.
Yeah,
it's just me doing it. And that's how I forgot that you were gonna be on Zoom today.
No worries. One way or another, I was gonna be there, so that's good.
So that's what I'm looking at, things like that to give back to the community and let them know this is their platform. So I've been talking to artists. I had a lady on, was it yesterday? 34K.
Okay.
She plays the guitar. The girl is very talented.
Wow.
I mean, she is something else. And she sent me her latest song.
Yeah.
And that's what I want, so I can start playing for everybody.
I love that.
I had a group on called Justice. They were on. It was 8 of them. We took up this whole line.
Okay.
And I had them on. That had to be one of the hottest interviews so far, according to the numbers.
Oh, wow.
Because everybody tuned in, they want to see their local celebrities.
Yeah, people do.
They're right here.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go to Dallas and not make
No,
that.
no,
but they bypass San Antonio.
Yeah.
They go to Dallas, Houston. Here we are.
Right here.
Right here in the middle. Well, you know what? Give them some parachutes. So while they're flying over going to Houston, drop them off here in San Antonio.
There you go.
You know, I just want to let everybody know that we have talent here. We got groups here that we could let everybody know about.
Yeah.
Who knows? With me playing your music, you might be discovered.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you know, in perspective, and this is perspective I try to keep. I'm discovered now. Sitting here talking with you, when I told you, man, I really appreciate it. I mean that. Not like, you know, thank you in the moment. No, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, if nobody else ever listens, somebody I'm talking to enjoyed it. And you had an experience. That's worth it.
Yeah.
That's worth it. So I am grateful. This is my recognition.
Okay. I appreciate that. Let me see if we got anybody chimed in. Oh, Glenn Brooks is watching. He say love the show. Oh, Becky, I never heard. I got new listeners on here. That's good. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this is Ace Gardner. Let me get the song right. We do.
There you go.
We do. And
it's on all platforms.
It's on all platforms.
All platforms.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it's on our platform, and we're going. It's in our rotation now. And when we start doing the Saturday one, I'm gonna do some things like I may call you up on the phone one day while we're doing the show live and talk about your record and then play it.
I would love
you know, I want to do things back in the old time, the way they did things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring old back with new technology.
Yeah, I love it.
You know,
and that's smart.
And you know, and people you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know, so somebody asked me, how you doing yours? I said, you know, I don't know. But I think I started off how they did radio in the 60s and 70s. And I remember that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. People
love
that.
Something different and something old, but something new at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, and I love because now the baby boomers, I get more baby boomers on this channel than on my station than anything else. They said, man, we didn't know you were here. I said, yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Well, they want some real radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I give them real radio.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our show from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. with our guest at 10 a.m. And sometimes we have guests in the afternoon, you know, because they can't make it in the morning. And that's great being on. I said, well, we can move to afternoon. You know, I can do that. You know, I don't have to have a board. So all right, I want to do this. I want to do this.
You can make transition.
Yeah, I can do that, which is good. But any other time, they hear old school R&B.
Yeah.
They get the gospel on Sundays.
Yeah.
They get their jazz on Saturday. So it's everything, mixture of everything's in there.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't have to like me, but you could like the music that we're playing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. When I first tuned in, I got stuck on the station just listening for a while.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. And that song after song, I was like, oh yeah. I haven't heard this one in a minute.
And somebody dropped off about a month and a half ago 250,000 songs to me.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going through them.
Wow.
And I got some songs I have never heard from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Never heard them.
Yeah.
So I'm at the point now of dropping those in the rotation because one thing I will not have is profanity or the N-word of any one of the songs. I want to keep this as family friendly as possible. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I was riding home one day and I heard this song and all that came out. Oh my God. I turned around, wrote that song down right away. When I got to the house, I deleted it out my rotation. I said, because someone slipped past me.
It's hard. It's a lot of content.
Yeah, it's a lot that's going on in there. So I'm looking forward to your next 5 songs coming out.
Thank
you know,
you.
no, I gave you 5.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You said you was working on 4, right?
I've got about 15.
Okay, all right.
But I've got 4 that I've already produced. We just got to master them.
Okay,
Yeah.
So they're already out.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just gotta
I produced one when we first reconnected 7 years ago.
Okay.
And it's called Bottle of Wine.
Mm.
And it was just a statement to how something that can sit on a shelf for a while can appreciate and value.
Bottle of wine does that.
There you go.
Gil Scott Heron, $1.09 buy your bottle of wine.
There you go. There you go. So, but yeah, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love that. So is that the next one coming out?
That will be the next one.
That I can't wait to hear that one.
That will be the next one.
I got this guy named Danny Clay that sounds like Luther Vandross. He sent me his new one and told me, Ron, please don't play it till I get everything. I got it. I'm itching to play it. I'm so itching. I'm waiting for him to let me know. You go ahead and play it, Ron.
Yeah.
One thing I like doing, giving the opportunity to premiere a song because I feel good. Oh, me, I can premiere a song. Yes.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel real good premiering the song. But I'm looking forward to your next song coming out.
Awesome.
And looking forward to get you next time you're in town.
I'll send it to you ahead of time, so you'll have it.
Yeah. Next time you're in town, please let me know.
Absolutely.
And we'll make room for you to get on the show because
appreciate that.
we're going to adopt you as local.
I appreciate it. I'm from San Antonio.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. The Rough Riders. What year was that?
95 state champs.
95. See, hear that right here. All right, Ace, we appreciate you coming on in the studio today.
So much.
And you keep on doing what you're doing.
Awesome. You too.
All right. We welcome everybody who listened to our guest today, and we appreciate you chiming in and let us know what's going on. If you have anything you want to talk about, please hit us up at 210-461-8034 or hit us up on our website, wsanradio.com, and we will be glad to have you come on board and be one of our guests. Thank you.